Welcome to Banks Array Beach. Look at the wind and the waves. Beautiful view of the mountains, sort of to the south there. And all along here is little restaurants, starting with a place called the Beach Restaurant. Little bamboo and thatch dining room right there. Beautiful view of the beach. And it's Sunday. Little coffee shop, it says. Y'all saw her, but there was a beautiful lady in the bikini in the swing. Maybe it was down too low. If the video didn't capture it, you got robbed of that view. That's one that you gotta turn around and say, "Shawty, what your name is?" Okay. Nice, windy, beautiful day. Off to the left there is a little cart. Life begins after coffee. So a lot of these cool little spots, they're just running their coffee shop out of their motorbike, and they're bringing a bunch of folding chairs, camp chairs and table, and that's their shop. Too awesome. Or a lot of these shops, you know, they don't get the following because there's nowhere to sit. Okay, no problem. Go out and invest a couple $1,000 baht on some folding chairs and folding tables. Now, boom, you got your own eating area. If you come down through here during the week, there's hardly anybody, all right, especially in the morning time. But you know, on Sundays, Banks Array, Jomtien Beach, nothing but families out, family day at the beach. If I had my crew here, they'd be here at the beach too. Then off to the right, you got little chairs on the beach, and they've got the umbrellas up facing the beach to block the wind, because I'm telling you, it is just so windy. You know, shout out to my son in the States. We were talking about Wyoming one day. I said, "Man, why don't you move to Wyoming?" He said, "Hell no, it's so windy up there. I went to Taco Bell, I'm trying to eat, and it blew my chalupa off my tailgate. Can't move there. Too windy." True story. That was his reason why he wasn't interested in Wyoming. Blew his chalupa off his tailgate. It's about Wyoming or Montana windy here now. That's about how windy it is. But the vendors here are smart. If you look over, they've put up, you know, that green, whatever that is, that green geo fence to block the wind. So you can still sit on the beach, no problem. Wow, beautiful lady. Now what my intent was to come over here and sit on the beach and do a live stream. But with the amount of wind that's going down, I don't think I'm gonna pull it off. I think I'm just gonna do a quick tour through here, maybe save this clip to put it in another video. But anyhow, I'm just gonna give you a little quick look through Banks Array on a windy Sunday here in the beautiful Thailand. Where am I? Again, I'm just south of Pattaya. Beautiful patrol boat there. And then the pier's right there in front of your screen. Yeah, so my plan, you know, plan never survives first contact. My plan of doing a live stream just got changed because, you know, it takes a while to set up a live stream, and then if your audio is no good, you might as well just not do it, right? So it's just so windy and wavy. I think I'll postpone that. All kind of seafood spots off to the right. You want to get out of Pattaya for the day, here's another little ride that you can take. Temple off to the left. But as you can see off to the right, there's all kind of restaurants to the right side of the aircraft. Yeah, so if you're up there on a bar stool, soy Macau, soy 6, whatever, watching my show, I appreciate you. Just find you a lady and tell her, hey, I want to go down to Bang Saray. Take me down there, T-Lac. There's some great seafood restaurants. She'll know where to go, trust me. Just bring her down here, she'll point one out. Yeah, a load of beer off to the left. Wish I had that much beer over at the crib stockpiled. I've only got 3 cans. 3 cans of beer, been in that ref year and a half. I don't know how long beer will keep. But I'm not gonna throw them 3 beers out. There's a good chance at some point I'll have to drink them. No choice. Pattaya on the sea. Whoa, go ahead, my friend. You driving the more expensive vehicle. BMW coming down from Bangkok. And then just come down to the end here. Can I drive through there? Nah, it's closed up. It's a boat club. So I'll cut a left turn. Some of y'all have seen this little route before. Place to the right called Chill on the Beach at Boat Club 88. Wait for traffic here. Little soy dog to the left. Just chilling. Take you out of my pocket. Recenter the gimbal, but it looks like we're doing good. Man, using this little OP3, this little DJI Osmo Pocket 3 is a dream compared to using that gimbal for the phone. My gosh, that thing's a pain in the ass, and I realize it's carrying a lot more weight. But I'm not a fan of the gimbal for the cell phones, man. I'm not a fan of filming on a cell phone, period. But I'm trying to get my game back together to where I can do more live streams out and about. I don't like it, but y'all are worth it, so I'm gonna do it. Fighting through, trying to figure it out. So far, I figured out a mirroring problem. And then number 2, you can't live stream from your motorbike. It's too rough, too jittery. Not good on the stabilization. Okay, so there's a temple in front of us right there. Then I'll just take a right turn. There's the pier right in front of us. I just take a right turn, come back out of here, take you on the quick tour so you can see it from a different perspective. And again, all kind of great seafood restaurants. Obviously, right here to the left, you're eating right over the water. You know, those restaurants are out on the pier, pylons, whatever you want to call it. They're right on the water, so you can enjoy the view. But that's the main seafood restaurant eating area right there on the water. It's cool little beach houses to the right. There's one for sale on the end. So I'll give you a look at the waves here. to see how wavy it is. Check that out. So it is no doubt a wavy day right here at this little mile marker. There's that sign for the Aquaverse, Columbia Pictures Aquaverse. That's the other water park I keep talking about here in Pattaya. Yeah, folks, I wanted to say thank you for joining me on this quick little motorbike tour. Maybe I'll just make it a quick video and say, hey, 5-minute tour of Bang Saray. Okay, back underway. Yeah, just a beautiful little area. You know, if you look over to the left, you can see Pattaya way over there in the background. Way over in that direction, it's sort of hazy. You can see some of the tall buildings over there in that direction. Not complicated to get down here, folks. You know, a lot of y'all listen to my voice, come here for vacation 1 week, 2 week. You know, you're the 1 week millionaire, having a great time. I'm just giving you a solution to see different things, you know. Go up in one of them bars, find you an older chick, say, hey, look, I want to get on a motorbike and I want to do some touring outside the Pattaya area. I don't want to sit over here in this bar stool for a week. Pay that bar fine and say, let's go. If she don't got a motorbike, you go just rent a motorbike for the day. Let her drive. Why? Because she knows how to drive. She has a driver's license. Plus, you can drink. You can drink. She can be the designated driver. You don't got to worry about driving. And let her take you on a tour. But you can tell her where you want to go. Hey, I want to go to Khao Chi Chan. See the sights down there. I want to go down to Coffee War, get some coffee and look at the aircraft. I want to go down some of these other places that this dude has showed me. I want to go out to the lake. I want to go out to Route 66 and get me some biscuits and gravy. There's an Irish bar out there by the lake. I'm just telling you what I would do. That's what I would do. I would not sit on a bar stool over there for a week. But the good thing is, at night, you can still do that. You can still do that, but during the day, get your ass up, get out, and take a look around. Be a little bit adventurous, my friends. My goodness. Anyhow, that's what me and my crew used to do. We always done when we would get boots on the ground somewhere. Use the days to explore, no matter how hungover we are. I mean, back down in Guatemala, me and Pablo be up at the crack of fucking dawn after partying all night. His ass would be in there making fresh guacamole. Pour us a few drinks. Me and that dog were up and out, looking at property, going and checking out, coffee dealers and coffee farms, and then at night we were back to partying like rock stars. But I'm glad we maximized our days, because those are great memories. Got great memories, great photographs. The nights are sort of a blur of the partying because, we're partying and drinking, drunk. But the daytime activities, definitely remembered all that stuff. Yeah, folks, just got some camp chairs right there on the ledge. That little boy about Forrest G's age, he was just sleeping in that lounge chair. But it is like free air conditioning, I'm telling you. Come to Thailand, bring you a damn light jacket or at least a hoodie or something, sweatshirt or something. It's cold at night. And a beautiful load of furniture there right in front of us. Wow. Nice looking furniture there, back of that pickup truck. There you go. There's your quick tour of Banks of Ray down here. It's about a 30-minute ride south of Pattaya if you're on the motorbike. Just an easy ride to get down here. Wow, I wish you could see the headboard, the inlay on that headboard on the right. Maybe if the guy takes a right turn, you'll be able to see it. You know, let Ricky Racer go, I'll go with him. Maybe you can see it here. Beautiful handcrafted furniture. Right in front of us is one of those Toyota Hilux Champs. In the Philippines they call it a Tamaral. That is the champion of pickup trucks. Reminds me of, sort of, if you look at it from the front, it reminds me of a Model T. If they let Toyota import Hiluxes into America, Ford, GM, Dodge, they'd all go bankrupt within a week. Those Hiluxes, especially those little things right there, those Champs, they're so cheap, they'll run forever. That's why they don't allow them to be imported. Nobody'd ever buy a Ford F-150 again. I hate to say it, I'm a Ford man. But that right there is the most efficient pickup truck money can buy. If you're a business owner, holy shit, look at that thing. Thing built like a tank. The sides fold down to where you can make it a flatbed. Alright, sort of headed back northbound. Headed back to Pattaya. My live stream ain't gonna fly, it's just too windy. Go back to the ranch, plop down on the couch. Maybe I'll fire up the live stream. But I'll just show you right here. Off to the right is Nong Nook Gardens, Tropical Gardens, right there by that Home Pro. And they're building some kind of little village there. That's like a castle looking structure. Sort of like that fisherman's village type setup that I showed you. Maybe that's what the hell it is. I don't know. There's several of those fisherman villages. But off to the right is Nong Nook. And then up here, coming up on the left, I'm going to show you it's Aquaverse, the water park. So if you got kids, you got two options down here south of the city. Columbia Pictures Aquaverse, and then actually not too far from here is Ramayana. So you got two options. Let me get up here to the left, slow my airspeed, bleed a little bit of airspeed. Actually, this gentleman's turning left, so I'm going to have to swing it wide around him. So you got the Ghostbusters sign here. There you go. There's our other water park. It's got more than just a water park. I think they got bumper cars in there. But it's Columbia Pictures Aquaverse Movie Theme Park, Thailand. ColumbiaPicturesAquaverse.com. If you want to see all this good stuff here. There you go, Columbia Pictures. There you go, right there. Let me up bubble here so you can see the Columbia Pictures lady. There you go. Alright, I'll just go ahead and head on out of the way here so I don't get in anybody's way. But as you can see, there's a lot more to it than just a water park. Okay, up here, Cauchy-chan to the right. I'm already down this way, so I'm going to be I'm going to be taking a right turn. Signal over to the right. be taking a right turn, U-turn. I don't want to take the U-turn, I want to take the right turn. So I got to come up right here, hold at the red ball. If you see the sign, it says Sita de Como. Now look, Pattaya is that way. I'm coming from the south, but if you're coming from Pattaya, you'll come down here past that LPG, and you'll be looking for the 7-Eleven where you turn. I guess you can't see that LPG if you're coming this direction. I hope y'all can really see how beautiful of a day it is today. It is absolutely gorgeous. The sky is just a beautiful, beautiful blue. Ease on up here a little bit so I don't block the cars. Now this gentleman in front of us is in a Honda. I'm not sure what. Okay, fresh green. Traffic is clear. Right turn. That's a much bigger bike than what I'm on. Seems that way. It's a Honda, but I'm not sure what kind of bike it is. I got to go to my Honda place and just roam around in there and try to get caught up on the models and the prices. But there's no need for me to even think about getting something new, because this Honda Dream, I've had her for almost 10 years and she still runs like brand new. She runs like a scalded dog. This thing will go plenty fast. Okay, cross the railroad tracks. I'll take a quick peek both ways. We're clear. Proceeding. This motorbike is a 110 and it will go fast enough for anywhere I need to go. It'll go plenty fast enough to put me in the hospital. You don't need to go any faster. What's the purpose? Like on that show Yellowstone. What do you say? The only thing good about a rodeo is you get to meet a beautiful nurse. How do you meet a beautiful nurse? Just start rodeoing. Okay, a little temple here off to the left. Beautiful temple. I don't want to say I've been to all these temples around these parts, but I probably have. I've been to most of them. At least once, most of them multiple times. Beautiful ride out through here. I'm gonna let the camera run. I'm gonna let the camera run for people who want to see everyday life. Gentleman right there pulling out on that bicycle, wearing nothing but a pair of cut-off shorts. Shout out to you, my friend. Working on his tan. Little roadside eatery off to the right. Little vegetable stand off to the left of the aircraft. Doing about 50 kilometers per hour right now. Usually I put around at 40. You know, with the traffic today, I'm just sort of going with the flow. Another eatery off to the right, place called, what's that called? Happy Home. Don't know what that is. And it's straight ahead. That's Kalchichan, the mountain with the golden Buddha inlaid on it. Be the top right of your screen. But I don't think I'm going that way. Why? Because I went over there yesterday. So I'm not going to that mountain. I'm going to be taking a lift up here bearing, let me get my bearings right. Now this right turn, I should have said bearing 090. Up here, I'm going to take a 270. You folks, I'm just narrating them bearings. I'm not looking at a compass. I'm just making stuff up as I go for your entertainment pleasure. I checked the compass. That wasn't no damn 090, you son of a... Okay, I'm not looking at a compass or a GPS. Maybe I should mount one on the handlebars where I can give you the exact bearings. Little place off here to the left. What do we got here? Just another little eatery. Then there's a big eatery. Then there's another eatery. One thing there's not a lack of here in Thailand, that's places to eat. Got a wall of watermelons off to the right. A few coconuts and pineapples, but a big old stock of watermelons fresh from the farm. And then there's your sign for Ramayana. It's straight ahead up on the right. And off to the right is this Swiss sheep farm. Is it open still? I guess it is. I don't know. More eating spots off to the left. I'm temporarily rolling in the bicycle lane because I got fast moving vehicles coming up behind me. Once the vehicles get out of the way, I'll move back over to the normal lane of traffic. And then there's a little roadside eatery to the right. No shortage of places to eat here. And every one of them are delicious. It don't matter where you pull over, just pull over. You're going to get a great meal. A place called the Beverly Cafe. So if you can see the top right hand corner of your screen, you'll see the Golden Buddha inlay on the mountain. Another fast mover. I slide over to the left and I'll slide back. Coming up to the top of this hill. Top of the hill, we will be taking a left. I hope you can see the Golden Buddha up on the mountain because I'm not going over there today. I'm taking a left bearing 270. Left turn, Clyde. Yeah, folks, my live stream I think went pretty good with my iPhone. Again, I had that mirroring problem when I was looking at the I don't know, whichever camera it is where I can see the screen. It mirrored everything. And then I forgot to turn on the Wi-Fi hotspot where I could look at your comments on my iPad. And again, I tried to live stream from this motorbike, but it just doesn't work. It just didn't work well. There's a way to hook up the camera that I'm filming on to the iPhone, but you got to log in through the DJI Mimo app. You got to log into your YouTube channel, your Google account through that app. And if I do, the Chinese would have access to my YouTube channel. Not that they can't hack in there if they really want to. But by logging in through their app, you're just giving it to them. And I'm just not confident to give the CCP the login to my YouTube channel. They already try to block my counter and my live streams and everything else. I don't want them to have the password too. Beautiful, beautiful out here. Much warmer today, especially with the sunshine. Much warmer day. You know, to the left we got some elephants. Can y'all see the elephants there? You know, several spots where you can go see elephants, ride elephants, whatever. Okay, got some hogs rolling through. Yeah. So if you want to ride Harleys out here on the weekends, This is where you come down and ride around, stop and get you something to eat, check out the sights. If I ever get me another Thai girlfriend, this is where we'll spend the weekends. Nice, easy, leisurely, romantic weekend down by the temples and the lake, the mountains, the cows. Got a cowboy out there wrangling one of them cows. They're gonna wrangle it back into that truck right there. But the cow obviously did not want to cooperate. Got a temple off to the right. Looks like this car is going to be taking a right turn, which is good, so I can get around her. And then just like that, we're out here at the lake. Lake's off to the right. This lake is chock full of fish, and people come out here and they release turtles and fish and all kind of stuff into this lake. And there's no fishing here. Okay, folks, all this is part of the temple complex. But you can come out here and release fish or feed the fish. And there's some of the biggest fish you've ever seen. But just take a look at my view. I know I'm shooting on this Osmo Pocket. Somebody's flying a kite over there. These gentlemen here over to the left have got a parasail. I don't see the motor. Maybe they're just practicing. I'm not sure what they're doing. But that's the helo pad right there. If you can see them, maybe I'll flip you around here. We can get a better view. Not sure what exactly what they're up to. But it's so windy. They get that thing launched, man, that dude's taking off. If you don't watch it, it's windy. See what this guy's gonna do. They finna do something. And over on the beach, man, there had to be at least a dozen of these things over there. Over by what's it called? The Glass House restaurant, that area where they do all this parasailing in the water. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. I'm not sure what they're gonna do. I'm telling you, these wind gusts are strong. They strong. But you know, they got their equipment on, helmets. They got it under control. Maybe they're just testing it out. I'm not sure. I'm just speculating like Ron Burgundy. That dude over there and that up against that sign, he's filming too. Maybe it's just training. Maybe it's just a function check. Make sure everything looks good. There you go. Pure entertainment. With that, we'll get back underway. I'll come down here. Okay. Wait for this here vehicle and then we're going. Power, power, power. Plenty of power in a bad dream. Through the entrance. I'm just gonna ride through. Just take a quick ride through. But again, if you meet a nice Thai lady, she'll really appreciate it if you bring her here, you know, for a day trip, on a nice little date, so to speak. She'll certainly appreciate you. As you can see, there's not many tourists down here. A few falong floating around. I haven't really seen any Chinese tour buses. Whether or not you're into stopping at the temples, it's still a beautiful ride. I mean, I'm interested in all the temples and the history and the significance. But if that doesn't interest you and you just like riding motorcycles, how can you beat the scenery on this ride? It's just absolutely gorgeous. I was talking about routines when I went on that morning ride the other day. What I realized was, you know, people keep complaining that I keep doing the same thing. I ride to the same places, I walk around. Okay, that's some of my routines, part of my lifestyle. It's just part of my lifestyle. Look at this. I've got one tour bus. For me, that's awesome. I've been here at times where this whole parking lot was just filled with Chinese tourists. Nothing but tour buses. You want to come to Thailand? Now is a beautiful, perfect time for you to come. Yeah, but talking about routines, what do you do on the weekend? What's your Saturday routine? What's your Sunday routine? In 1 year, you go to church on Sundays, what, 52 times? 52 times in a year, right, that you go. That's your routine. Well, on the weekends, this is what I do. This is where I like to ride my motorbike. I stop at different places. I take different routes. But I just enjoy this area. Just puts my mind at ease, lets me collect my thoughts. It's like going to church for me. Sometimes I go over to these little areas off to the left, right over the lake, and I just chill out in there for a little while, coming up here on the left. But, you know, one of the big things is just getting away from the city, getting away from all the tourists, the people. A lot of times on my way back or my way here, I'll take different routes. Sometimes I'll mess around and get lost. Not really get lost. I mean, I know this whole area like the back of my hand. So there's no way I'm gonna actually get lost, but I appreciate y'all worrying about me. But I just take different routes just to see where the road goes. Yeah, to the left, I like pulling down in there. And just like that, what a beautiful ride. Plenty of places down here to eat, or you can just call it that's your ride and start heading back. And just the right distance, you know, it's not like it's 5 hours away, 2 hours away where you're tired by the time you get there. It's just the right distance. ride down into this area, go to Coffee War, get you some coffee. Just a beautiful day.